Dragons coming up in X-23 too, so.
Dragons. Right. So next, is that The Runaways? Is that Dokken? Yes, it is. Dokken, Dark Wolverine by Rob Williamson. Is it, okay, Matteo, how do you say it? Buffangini. I swear CB speaks every language. So Janine, The Runaways, Dokken, tell us more.
Well, Dokken has relocated to LA. He's trying to kind of get out from under his father's shadow a little bit. And he gets to LA and things are not as easy as he thought they were going to be. If anyone here reading Moon Knight too? Moon Knight? Anyone?
Yeah,
yes.
Come on. Cheer for Brian Bendis.
He's out in LA also, and so I know Brian and Alex have been trying to kind of build up an LA portion of the Marvel Universe. And so we're tapping into that a little bit. Right now, for anyone who's reading Dokken, you see Moon Knight is guest starring in it. So there's going to be, and then we're going to be bringing in The Runaways because, it's their turf. So,
and they're awesome.
Yeah, and they're awesome. Also not as easy as he thought it was going to be.
All right. So, there's not much to say about Evil Deadpool coming in October. I knew nothing about it until I asked Daniel Way at Comic-Con, and he explained it to everybody this simply, and I'll tell you all you need to know. So, over the years, Deadpool's been cut up, chopped up, beaten to pieces. Those random parts of his body were thrown in a dumpster somewhere, came together to form Evil Deadpool, a Deadpool without a conscience. If I have to say anything else to you to make you buy this comic, you are not the right audience. Remember? So please, buy Evil Deadpool, because that is the coolest idea ever. And if someone cosplays as Evil Deadpool here next year, I'm sure I will promise to give you something really cool. But I want to see Evil Deadpool cosplayers.
Challenge.
Yeah. After that, we have something called Dead. Axel, I know you're very involved with what's going on with Deadpool.
That sounds
tell us about
interesting.
Dead.
Like CP says, the slide says it all.
The logo.
So also, Magneto, Not a Hero is a great new limited series from the awesome creative team of Scotty Young and Clayman. Scotty Young is one of the single most talented people in entertainment anywhere. Clayman draws an amazing everything, and they're teaming together for a story of Magneto that may take you in the places you expect and may not. But I'll tell you one thing: it's effing great. And this is if you're a fan of Magneto, if you're a fan of what's going on with him in the X-Men, this is definitely a limited series to check out. It's top-notch creators, top character. Again, I'm not sure what more we could really say. Okay. Now, if someone could hit the lights, actually, it is time for questions. I know you guys packed in here not just to hear us all talk, but you want to ask some of your own questions. The best question we'll get one of the limited edition Archangel X-Force figures, which will be, the box will be personally signed by everybody on this panel. So the best question will be chosen by Mr. Jason Aaron.
No pressure.
No pressure. So we're going to just keep alternating questions for each side of the room. So I'm going to start with this side. Who has a question? White shirt.
Cable Reborn, can you tell us anything about that?
Jeff Loeb and Ed McGuinness have a really, really great story plan. And if I tell you more, Jeff Loeb will use the power of Marvel TV to kill us. This side, sorry. No one on the right side? Seriously? Okay, there we go.
So for exports, I love the exports. Are they still going to be black ops, like no one knows they exist?
Well, I won't say what they'll be, but certainly Schism will have a big effect on X-Force. I will also say, Rick Reminder and I talk a lot. X-Force will also have a big effect on my book, Wolverine and the X-Men. So there'll be cross-pollination going both ways. But yeah, I mean, there certainly will be a place for X-Force in the new X-Men world.
There'll be a bit of a roster shake-up, won't there?
Yes, there will. Yes, there will.
All right, red shirt.
Yes. Two quick ones. Will Wolverine still be leading X-Force? And two, Jason, does your beard ever influence your writing?
So first question, will Wolverine still be leading X-Force?
Well, I don't know. He's not on that cover, is he? So I don't know.
I would say wait and see on that one.
At the Hulk panel today, I talked about how pretty much every book I take over now, there's at least one character with a beard. So I would guess yes would be the answer.
Okay, this side, right here.
Okay, so the timelines in a lot of the books are off right now. There's Legacies in the middle of an arc. Dark Angel Saga is going on until December, but Schism ends in October. How are the timelines going to not be affected without spoiling the other books? And what's going on in them? Like Dark Angel Saga, for example.
Well, I mean, you know, everything's not always going to line up perfectly, but, you know, Rick has been telling a big story. You want Rick to be able to finish out his story. Once that story wraps, you'll see the impact of Schism in his book. You'll see the impact of his book on other books. So, yeah, I mean, sometimes it takes a little longer for one book to catch up, but, yeah, Schism and the Regenesis will play out through all of the X titles, and it'll match up perfectly. And if there's anything wrong, blame Nick Lowe.
Yes, took the words right out of my mouth. No, we're aware of a lot of that too, and you know we're very good with giving the creators the leeway they need to tell their story. We could have asked Rick, hey, you got to wrap it up, but it's like, you know, he had, like Jason said, he had this thing he wanted to finish. So internally we're all aware of it, and we're doing our best, especially coordinating with, you know, Janine and Nick, to make sure that even if one book's ending the month after, there's not going to be any specific spoilers that, you know, it's not going to be like, don't read this issue till you read that. We used to hate those little boxes in there like this all happens in this thing. So
Archangel is currently in Schism right now, so we
that's more of a wait and see, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't spoil anything.
Yeah, but,
Okay, black shirt right here.
Yeah, we've seen habit, assuming X Factor, do Polaris and Marvel Go also have like homes in different titles now?
If I tell you anything about X Factor, Peter David will kill me, and if I tell you anything about how Legacy ends, Daniel Ketchum and Mike Carey will both kill me. So I will say the characters were brought back in a series for a specific reason, so they'll be dealt with in a specific way. That's a terrible answer, but there's a reason for everything. You won't be sad, or maybe you will be. This side over here.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm wondering about the North Star. Just left the X-Men, went to Alpha Flight. Is he staying there, or is he going to be doing like Wolverine, a bunch of teams at once?
North Star, where will he be on the X-Men? Will he be with the X-Men at any point in the future?
He'll definitely be back with the X-Men. Yeah, he's dual resident of the Alpha Flight Nation, but we have a session plan.
Yes.
Yeah.
On the corner there.
When they rolled out the Sentinels in Schism, what was Canada's Sentinel program?
I'm sorry, what was
What was Canada's Sentinel program from Schism?
That's the unpublished Alpha Flight Schism tie-in issue, which will remain locked in the vault for the foreseeable future.
That apparently only 50% of you Canadians buy. Come on, if you guys don't support Alpha Flight, who is? Come on.
that's the question here. We asked it at the last panel.
Yeah, how many people buy Alpha Flight? How many Canadians?
What's that?
Quarter of the room. Less than a quarter of the room.
How many of you are Canadian?
Well, that's about 50%.
It's like not watching hockey. Guy in the back who got his hand up. Yeah.
Did you see the slides? It looks like
There was a Nightcrawler on the slide for Uncanny X-Force. Yeah, no, right. There was a Nightcrawler there.
Nightcrawler's dead.
if you look at all these if you look at all those images with all those blacked out figures, it looks like a couple spots there's something that looks like a tail, or I don't know, there's some long looking thing. Looks, reminds me of Nightcrawler. Maybe, maybe not, I don't know.
Okay.
It's black, I can't tell. It's blacked out.
Guy right over here.
Hey, it could be
raising an arm.
Azazel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you meet the similarities with the Civil War? Eventually, after Schism and World War, do you expect maybe characters to be on the right side, or they're on the side of fully disharmonistic?
Question was, will some characters in Schism maybe after Schism and Regenesis maybe change sides, realizing they're on the wrong side? Yeah.
I may tackle that one. The divide, the philosophical divide, isn't a small one. You know, I'm commonly asked, you know, will it be possible for a character to bounce back and forth between sides or to play peacemaker? And it's not the kind of schism that you can do that. This is a real reason for being. That said, you know, Fear itself, which is the large Marvel Universe event that pertains to all the Marvel superheroes, you know, Thor, Iron Man, that whole world, and X-Men Schism both end at the same time for a reason. And that's so we can get all of our ducks in a row for something larger, something we've been planning for a decade at this point, no hyperbole, for a decade.